All right, Lindsay, I think I already know, but tell me what's in your lens today.
Sigh. So here's what's actually happening. A sitting member of Congress, Tennessee Representative Andy Ogles, has called for an investigation now into Bad Bunny's halftime show, suggesting it amounted to broadcasting, quote, gay pornography during primetime. That is not satire. I really wish it was, but no, that's an official letter to the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Meanwhile, the government is flirting with shutdown drama, immigration policy is in chaos, and Congress is struggling to pass basic functional legislation. But sure, let's launch a federal inquiry into Bad Bunny's halftime show. Republican Representative Mark Alford added this to the chat.
Over to the Bad Bunny, bad performance of the Super Bowl halftime. We are still investigating this. There's a lot of information that has come out about the lyrics. I saw the halftime show and was switching back and forth with the TPUSA halftime show.
See, that's the problem. I thought folks like you weren't interested in watching this show. But there you go. You were switching back and forth to watch this and Kid Rock? Or were you just watching Bad Bunny altogether? Oh, you were watching Bad Bunny. Closely, intently, taking notes, the wrong ones. This is giving obsessed. Let's walk through the facts. The Grammy Award-winning Puerto Rican artist did not perform pornography, gay or otherwise. What he delivered was a widely praised celebration of Latin American culture, Puerto Rican pride, and unity. He opened with the statement, "God bless America," then sang primarily in Spanish, listing countries across the Americas. Behind him, a screen read, quote, "The only thing more powerful than hate is love." That's what sparked federal outrage. Before he even hit the stage, conservative figures were primed for war. Homeland Security head Kristi Noem promised ICE would, quote, "be all over the Super Bowl." President Donald Trump called the selection, quote, "absolutely ridiculous." After the show, the president wrote that it was, a, quote, "an affront to the greatness of America," and that, quote, "nobody understands a word this guy is saying." We saw him watching also. For the 100th time, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Spanish is spoken by over 40 million people in the United States, and America, by definition, includes more than one language, more than one culture, more than one rhythm. The performance was politicized by y'all the moment it was announced, labeled un-American by people like whatever her name is from Fox News, criticized for being in English, for not being in English, framed as indecent without any evidence. That tells us more about the critics than the content. This wasn't about obscenity. It wasn't about federal law. It was about cultural discomfort and the need to turn that discomfort into a culture war headline. If a joyful celebration of Puerto Rican identity made you feel less American, that's not a halftime problem. That's your insecurity problem. And when members of Congress are spending their time investigating choreography while the country is facing real policy challenges, that is not leadership. That's obsession. It's time to get a life and get back to work, please. Real work.
Well,
don't tell me this investigation has any merit or is valid in any way. So just start somewhere else. Pick any point.
What I was going to say is that there's not really going to be any investigation. So you can rest assured, you can be set at ease. There's no actual effort to investigate this. This is just some point scoring for some red meat for the base. There's nothing to investigate. It's not real.
It doesn't annoy you that red meat would be calling a performance that called for unity gay pornography? I mean, it's a little more than red meat. It's like weird and obsessive and like, what are you talking about? What I don't get the reference. That doesn't like strike you as odd that that's what Congress members are going on television as the government might shut down in 2 days talking about? Mm-hmm. No?
Yeah, how should I say this? There was not a lot of gay pornography in the
There was none.
show.
There was none.
There was those two guys dancing.
No, that's not. But that's not pornography. They're talking about a violent.
Well, funny
FCC
enough,
rules.
that was not right because they were clothed. Just the ladies dancing was a little.
Again, not pornography. Doesn't
sure it was
violate
age
FCC
appropriate.
rules. Does not violate FCC rules. So
Yeah.
I just
If I had very young kids, I don't know that I'd want them watching.
again doesn't violate
little-
FCC rules.
I didn't
These
say
people
it.
are going on
There's
television.
nothing to
These people are
investigate.
writing full statements and going on TV talking about gay pornography. Address the statements being made out of these people's mouths. Address the obsession with Bad Bunny. People who supposedly were going to watch the Kid Rock show. One of those 20 million. But no, they had the other TV on too, watching the most high-rated Super Bowl halftime show of all time.
Usually, right-wing people who are ranting about gay pornography end up knowing more about it than the rest of us. So probably that's often a tell in the past. But there's nothing. Look, we can move on. There's nothing to investigate.
We're not going to talk
didn't
about
like
this
it.
tomorrow. We won't.
We are.
But I just
I
want to
hope.
say, I think that this is, I thought Megyn Kelly was
Okay,
too
but you
far.
don't have
this
to
is
like
a hair
the performance.
further.
You're not required to have liked
don't
it.
have
If
to.
it wasn't your thing, it's not your
That's
thing. It's
fine. I don't. Any criticism of people who said they didn't like it, that's fine. Turn the TV off.
You've been ready to bite my head off all week over this.
I didn't say you don't have to like it. Well, I criticized when we went back
you
and
said,
forth,
Robbie,
and
you
you
have to
said,
like this or I'll hurt you.
No.
And I
When
felt
you
threatened. I was like, don't hurt me.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's it.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so
I was
scary.
cowering in my.
Listen, you don't have to like the performance. You said you liked Lady Gaga's part. I accept that. What I don't like
I
is
just
the
said it was
criticism.
unfamiliar to me. I liked the performance fine. It was just unfamiliar.
Right, and you can appreciate the production value. You can turn off the TV.
I liked
you
all the little
watched Kid
trees.
Rock's trash performance. You could have done whatever you like, but people chose to stay just to be critical and spend all their time doing that. And now people are threatening to pass some weird legislation about Bad Bunny's performance when the government's about to shut down. It just seems like a huge waste of time. Megyn Kelly's up in uproar.
Well, it's not a waste of time because nothing's going to happen.
Well, I think
Maybe it was a waste of oxygen to express
but the
it on
upheaval,
television.
the upheaval over it all, to me, tells more about the people who are screaming and hollering rather than the actual man who's just enjoying his day.
Well,
now.
they're
He's
mad,
just
and you're mad about the
No,
Kid Rock one, so
no,
everybody's mad.
I wasn't mad about the Kid Rock one. I said it was an L.
You seem mad.
No, seem mad is a microaggression for a black woman that just talks with her hands.
Sorry.
So
I
that's
didn't
not
mean
a
to
good
hit a
thing to
micro-
say. That's not a good thing to say. I'm not mad at all. I'm
Maybe
passionate. I'm
let me make
passionate
it
about the
sexist.
idea.
I'll gaslight you
I'm
instead.
passionate about the idea.
What are you talking about?
I'm
There's
passionate
nothing
about the
wrong
idea
here.
that Megyn Kelly seems to think that people speaking Spanish offends her and is un-American. That's what I was passionate about. The fact that she had the nerve and the gall to go on her platform and say, and say Latinos in the way that she did. People in the Latin community were like, "What's wrong with you? That's like you're teetering the line of like deeply offensive. Like you're not part of the community to use this weird fake accent. Like it's racist." So that's what racism will always get me riled up. But at the end of the day, the funniest part is that people are really so upset about Bad Bunny performing, and even he's done with it. He made one of the biggest performances of his life on the biggest stage. He's happy. He's on tour coming up. And you guys are like so upset about this.
You guys.
Yeah, like
I'm not
everybody
upset about
in this
anything.
ethos are like so mad.
I don't care at
Megyn
all.
Kelly was doing all this with her hands. I wasn't even doing all that. She's riled up. Kid Rock was literally like doing all this on TV.
You're right,
like
you're perfectly calm. It's just Megyn Kelly.
I talk loud. I could be laughing and I talk loud. I have no inside voice. If I'm trying to tell a secret, that's why I don't really tell secrets. You'll know I'm talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the volume at which I speak. I'm from New York, classically. So I'm just saying that's just what it is. Megyn Kelly can't be racist and expect me to be calm about it. But also, everybody's big mad about the fact that Turning Point's whatever it was that a conference? Was that a concert? No. Performance was an L. You count it as a win. You guys are finding the win, moving the goalposts. Bad Bunny's numbers were a win. Numbers don't lie. That's all I can say.
If you disagree or want a different perspective on this, you can go back and watch my radar from earlier. We are now done with this, and we are
Putting it
moving
to
on.
bed. Good night. Just like
to bed.
your radar, no disrespect.
Bed Bunny.
Put me to bed. So now we can put both things to bed.
All right, up next, ICE Director Todd Lyons was testifying on Capitol Hill yesterday, and things got a little bit tense. Stay with us.